boy Tucker, and boy, do we have a package for you guys. Hey, where's your GTR bumper? Where's all your stuff that you need for it to be an actual GTR? Well, thank you. I finally have my GTR bumper. It's been looking for a minute. Couldn't find any for the right deals until I hit up old boy Andre over at Poor People's Racing. Haven't really dealt with him yet, but I mean, of course, except for doing the bumper, but hopefully in the near future, I will be getting back in touch with him for some more Skyline parts. So I'm gonna unbox this. I'm gonna go and test fit it on the Skyline, and then we'll see how it goes. I know I'm gonna have to do a lot of cutting. The only thing I gotta do is trim out the front piece of the fender and then adjust for caster and everything. So stay tuned. So here we are. I mean, it's got some little spider webs and stuff in it, but it's actually really nice. And it's actual OEM plastic, which is exactly what I wanted to deal with, because let's face it, dealing with fiberglass, not fun at all. I'm just gonna rock the red for now. Maybe later on I'll get it painted to my gray, but yeah, slowly but surely. Now comes the fun part. I gotta freaking mock it up. Gotta cut out this little niche over here. I'm gonna be somewhere around in that area. Once I get the fenders cut for both sides and I'm able to fit the bumper on completely, then these go on that. Got the front bumper off. Just toss it off to the side because I really don't need it anymore. Took the side markers off, measured out this little doohickey for my tow hook, and got it measured. I kind of went underneath and just took like a little marker. So I'm just gonna notch it out to kind of get it started, and then I'm gonna work my way as I get bigger and bigger to make sure it fits perfectly. I went on this left side with what I could, traced out a half-ass line just to kind of see how much I need to actually start out with. We'll see how it looks, and if it's the exact same, I'm just gonna do the other same with the other side. All right, so already got the fenders cut. Ran into a little bit of a problem. Went to go test fit, and for all you guys that are running the Drifty Boy True Focus bash bar, you're gonna have problems with the jack point. If you get a jack point, it doesn't fit, of course. So for the GTR bumper, I'm gonna have to trim it a little bit. Steven's back. So got all this fitted up. I traced out the lines, just cut it and fit it and cut it and fit it. Once I get this one fitted up, we gotta go and do some exhaust tests, and then the wide body panels, come on.
Are you vlogging? Because I'm vlogging.
Vlogception.
Vlogception.
We've got two different vlogs going on at once.
Which one's gonna get released first?
Probably yours, maybe.
Probably yours.
I don't know, I started first. Ignore this guy over here. Fuck you. Okay, so, update. Got the GTR bumper on. Still got some trimming left to do. I messed up on the tow hook. The hole is a little low. There's a wild Josh behind me. Got the GTR bumper on. Doesn't look half bad, right? But I also got to figure out how this wide freaking bumper fits on my narrow car. I'll keep y'all updated. All right, so after countless cutting and putting it on and cutting and putting it on and cutting and putting it on and cutting. But anyways, we got the GTR bumper on. It looks awesome. I'm super stoked. Still got a little ways to go. Got the trim pieces put on. The tow hook still is having problems for some freaking reason. I don't know why. Trim it off just a little bit more, but I mean, the gap lines are still good. I actually have a good bit of room here, but I feel like I'm probably still gonna have to trim it just a little bit more, just to kind of get that, still keep the natural arc, but just cut it about like another 1.5 inches, 2 inches, because the panel's gonna go over this, and it's gonna push the panel out a little bit further. Once I bring this car into the garage and they actually get some light and everything, then I'll be able to kind of guesstimate and see where I need to cut. So I'm not really too worried about like how the finish is right now, because it's all gonna be sanded down and bondoed over and painted over once we actually get it back into the paint shop. All right, so I got the bumper all the way on. About to start the panels. Hey Josh, what do you think about the GTR bumper?
I think it's fucking hot.
Think it's hot?
Yeah, I like it.
Straight hot boy?
Why is it red though? Why is it red?
Just...
You can leave it red? You should don't leave it red.
I'm gonna try and fit these freaking panels in.
Oh my god!
Let's get these panels fit in, boy.
Steven!
It's Rudolph the Red-Nosed GTST.
What's going on, guys? It is day 2. Starting back up like we did yesterday. Bumper on, bumper fits good, no worries. But today we're gonna start with putting the front Pandem wide body front fenders on. Once we get those on, it should be a fairly easy install, knock on wood. But it's pretty much just, you put 3 screws, bolt the panel to the front fender panel, and then once you get that fitted up, then you mock up the spots of where you have to cut or drill on the bumper. Cleco clip it if you have them. If not, self-tap screws always work. But pre-drill the fiberglass. Do not use self-taps in just straight fiberglass. Let's get this thing going. I'll keep you updated. Okay, so I wound up having to just take the front fender off. I see that that's probably gonna be the best approach to doing this because I have to get underneath the panel because there's like a little lip that you have to do to bolt the 2 pieces together. So once I get this panel completely off, I'm gonna use clamps to secure the 2 panels together, trace out the holes that I already have pre-drilled like so. So essentially that's how the panel's gonna be fit. It's got a nice angle right there. Fits freaking perfect. Just a little bit on the back side, but not too bad. And then we'll be good to go to start drilling on the bumper. My brand new bumper that I just got yesterday. Yikes. Cool. Lock nut, washer, and screw. All right, so that's on. Secured. I got 3 bolts holding this whole thing together to this fender. I'm gonna do the same thing for the other side, and I'm gonna mock up the panels for the bumper, get the bumper matched up. Once the bumper's matched up, drill the pre-hole, Cleco clip it, check it out, see how it looks. All right, so here's a little update. Got the panels on, got the Cleco clips in, got everything secured. Looks freaking nice. Gap lines are good. It's freaking perfect, man. Perfect fitment. Fitment's freaking awesome. Like even at the front, I mean, it's freaking perfect. Still gotta figure out some stuff. This little pop tabs that I had when I first had it destroyed within like the first like 5 minutes of me taking it off when I first bought the car. So I just use bolts because it's probably the easiest way to do it. I actually gotta put some spacers in it because I gotta lift the bumper up just a little bit. Probably just gonna get some like a couple of things with just some fat washers. I'm gonna fix that up, get these gap lines going, back it out, see how it looks, and then I gotta figure out what the turn radius is looking like for these front fenders. But so we'll see what happens. I got it back down, started. Air's looking good. Let's try to see what the turn radius. Ooh, nice. So nice. All right, continuing on with the video. It kind of took me a lot longer than expected. I seem to have gotten lost in my ways, hence why the beard. But was able to get the panels installed. Didn't run into any issues at all. Really just kind of had to sand down a little bit of the panels on the front end of it just to make sure that I had good turn radius and everything. Other than that, the kit worked out perfectly. The riv nuts from Downstar Hardware worked amazing. Finally was able to get the tow hook and everything fitted up. Got the fat washers to put underneath the bumper to kind of raise it up a little bit to match up with the GTST fenders. The GTR bumper is actually wider than your GTST fenders, so you're gonna run into a little bit of an issue with that. But if you're running with a Pandem kit, you can actually still run these fenders. You're just gonna have to space it out a little bit to kind of fit up with it. Can't wait for it to go into paint, which will probably be here probably within the next month or 2. I got a couple more stuff that I gotta do that involves cutting and more painting and stuff, so we'll keep you up to date. That's pretty much it. I'll hit you up with a couple of these little pan shots and we'll see you in the next video. Peace out, guys.